This is Jonathan.
Well, my family history goes back over 110 years in this area. When this area was first settled, it was known as Kinnendale.
Smack dab in the middle of Alberta's dry belt.
A lot of farmers came here, a lot of farmers tried, and a lot of farmers weren't able to stick it out. When they left, their histories went with them. There's a general lack of permanence to the history out here.
Sounds like a tour.
This area where we're standing is the community formerly known as Kinnendale. The Koch farm is right here. Kinnendale School is right next door. My grandfather and all of my uncles and aunts on my dad's side went to school here. It's seen better days. This was the site of the Kinnendale store. This is the house I grew up in. It stood here for over 110 years, became the Koch family farm in the late 1930s. My family's legacy out here has always been really important to me. In 2009, we were recognized by the province of Alberta and the county of Vulcan as having a century farm. Your family has to have farmed on the same land consecutively for a century. Quite a bit of research involved to put together an application for a Century Farm Award. And the more I began to research my family history, the more I learned about the history of the region, and the more I became interested in some of these forgotten and lost communities of the dry belt.
And a project was born.
Primarily, Forgotten Alberta is my attempt to tell the story of the forgotten pioneer places and people of southeastern Alberta. I started a website and I kind of took it upon myself to tell the stories of these places.
First stop, Beau City.
Over here is the village of Beau City. Beau City originally came to be in about 1907 with a population of 125 people, surrounded by a thriving business district. And by 1918, very little was left of Beau City.
The world moved on.
Driving by old Beau City today, you'd never know there was a village there.
And just down the road, another almost forgotten place.
So Taylor Cemetery is a pioneer era cemetery. Nobody really knows who the people are that were buried in this place except for the daughter of the landowner where the cemetery is located. This cemetery itself was in real danger of being forgotten about.
But with the help of the community and the landowner,
we were successful in getting funding and having a plaque and a plinth installed here. And we had a consecration ceremony at Taylor Cemetery. And that's the whole idea behind Forgotten Alberta. It's just drawing attention to some of these forgotten historic places.
And some historic places have been here a little longer than the others.
The Majorville Medicine Wheel is speculated to have been in existence for at least 6,000 years. And it's located just over my shoulder, about 10 miles. This is the traditional territory of the Blackfoot people. And they have been living on this land basically for time immemorial. And I think it's important that we learn more about their stories as well.
Final stop, Lunt House.
To me, this house really is symbolic of the homestead experience. You know, I think a big part of who we are as people is where we're from. That we all want to try and understand how we fit in. How we fit into our family, how we fit into our group of friends, how we fit into our community. If we lose these pieces of our history, these pieces of our story, we can't put the whole puzzle together, and that's why it's so important we preserve them.
Jonathan Koch, finder and keeper of forgotten puzzle pieces.